and talk about where we agree and not where we disagree, because there's a lot of intelligent people who have a story to tell or something to teach. But you actually, when we talked, you really are interested in like the fallen angels, demons, and the Nephilim, and where all that, how to explain all of that, and how to help us understand that. So let's open that can of worms.
Well, a lot of people argue that the sons of God and the daughters of men is the sons of Seth and the daughters of Cain. That's a common theory among a lot of Western Christianity, but it actually started with, I think it was Saint Augustine, I think, that came up with that teaching. But
Mhm.
it was well after Yeshua that they came up with that teaching. The teaching was always that sons of God was heavenly beings,
Right.
angelic beings. So it was always understood in Hebrew. There was never a doubt that Nephilim meant giant. So people try to argue, oh, that means men of renown, this, that, and the other thing. Like, no, culturally, it was always known in Hebrew. You talk to Jews, they'll go, no, those were giants. Like, you can try to understand from your own perspective and your own culture and mindset and read scripture and try to interpret it from your own knowledge. But if you take into account what the Jews know about their own culture, yeah, they're giants. And so if you read on where it says that Noah was pure, his genealogy was pure, is basically what the translation is. He was righteous and his genealogy was
Right.
pure. That's why the flood happened. And so many people argue about like how God was cruel and how he was awful to kill all of these people. But the thing is like when you understand that there are these heavenly beings coming trying to usurp the bloodline from Yeshua, who's supposed to be born a man, right? And they're coming in and they're intermingling with women and creating these race of tyrannical giants, cannibalistic giants. We find out later on through Moses, where he says, where the land devours its residents, the spies say the land devours the residents, that's a reference to cannibalism. And all throughout cultures everywhere, you have cannibalistic giants. Like they in almost every culture. I make a lot of videos about this in Greek, in Mexican culture, in Jewish culture, in Canaanite culture, Egyptian culture. Like every culture has these cannibalistic giants. I think it's important for people to understand that there really are heavenly beings coming down, mating. They mated with women. They created these Nephilim, and people are scared of that. They try to say it's just sons of Seth and daughters of Cain because it makes sense to them, and they want it to be something that they can believe in. Well, like if you can believe in angels and demons and God, why was that such a leap of faith to believe in? It explains a lot of the Old Testament. So, like when God is saying to destroy all of the people except for the virgins, it's because you're keeping anyone who hasn't intermingled with this hybridized race, the Nephilim, the giants that existed. So when Joshua was going in and destroying different nations, that they were giants. There were these races that had been intermingled with these heavenly beings. And if you look at, this is where my college, came in with the studies of ancient cultures. The Sumerian, the Mesopotamian cultures, they practiced making Nephilim, where they had ziggurats, like the Tower of Babel was a ziggurat, and Egypt had pyramids. All of these places had these giant towers where these heavenly beings would come down, the gods of their kingdom would come down, and they would mate with the royalty of that city state and create more royalty. So these giants were perpetuated even after the flood, according to other cultures. And so when you can look at how the Bible is in alignment with all of the other cultures in the area about these supernatural beings, these giants, it lends credence to it. Like this is real. This all of the societies around there have the same stories. There must be something to it.